What's up, Raging Nation? My name is Alex Yu, and you're watching the Transformers edition of the Raging Nation Show. This is just a web series where I talk about all things that matter to me in the world of Transformers. The one thing that I want to talk about is Transformers 4, or the fourth installment of Transformers, or the Transformers reboot, whatever you want to call it. We don't know yet, just because we have no information about it yet. Michael Bay's busy working on Pain and Gain right now in Miami, so there's not a whole lot of information out there. So no developments. But he was recently interviewed by LA Times Hero Complex. They were talking about the success of Transformers The Ride 3D. And man, I gotta tell you, man, this is something that I really want to check out, because after reading all these articles and interviews and testimonials about the ride, they're saying that this ride is supposed to be like, it's breaking new ground in terms of theme park attractions and 3D rides. They're saying that not only the 3D is like state of the art and looking great, but as a ride, it's just so exciting, and the whole creative aspect of it is just so grand. Everything they've done is just brilliant. I definitely have to check that out. I think that anybody living in the LA area or anywhere in California, just make that trip to go out there. Check it out, see it for yourself, because if you are a fan of Transformers, or just like a fan of theme parks or Michael Bay and his live action series, check it out. It is something that simply shouldn't be missed. I haven't seen it yet, so you know, it feels kind of silly for me to tell you to check it out, but if I get there, well, like when I go there, I'm definitely going to ride it more than once. So that's going to be really exciting. And while they were talking about the ride, they also talked about the fourth installment of Transformers and what's going on with that. Michael Bay mentioned that not only are they getting entirely new human cast, but the robot characters are getting completely redesigned. Now, this is a huge thing. That also means that not only are they redesigning existing characters, so let's say Optimus Prime, Megatron, and Bumblebee, you know, main guys, but they're adding a whole bunch of new ones. And also they could be redesigning the way Decepticons look, because Decepticons look very alien-like, and a lot of people were mentioning that. They're always saying, why does the Decepticons look so alien-like? And why do the Autobots look a certain way? They're being completely redesigned, so that's a pretty huge thing to me. But what I'm curious about is that with redesigns, they could change other things. Like, are they going to change the personalities? Maybe Bumblebee will talk this time. I'm pretty sure he's going to talk. Maybe Optimus Prime will be less aggressive, because in the trilogy, he's a really, you know, a decapitating, like limb breaking, like he just tears Decepticons apart in a very violent manner. Maybe he's going to be less like that. But all in all, the fourth installment, even though it's directed by the same director as the first three, it's taking on a whole new direction. So you can say that it has nothing to do with the first three movies. The producers are saying, like, this is a continuation of the movie. It's not going to be a reboot, but what I'm seeing here is reboot material. They might as well start a whole other story. You know, I mean, I'm not going to conclude it's a reboot, but I will say that this is a reiteration or a reimagination of Michael Bay's already existing product or franchise. Transformers live action trilogy is a product of Michael Bay, and he's reimagining his own product. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, fine, don't call it a reboot, but it's definitely something new, and it's definitely taking a whole new direction and a new story with new characters and new designs. Like physical designs, like aspects are all changed. You know, you can call it Transformers 4, but it still is something very fresh. So anyways, the next thing I want to talk about is, why is this happening? Why is it being redesigned, and why all the fresh stuff, and why all the changes, considering this is the fourth installment of a movie that he's directed previously, the last three movies? Well, he said that this is going to be his last one. He said that many times, but I believe that this is going to be his last one. He says he's setting it up for the next guy. Now, what I'm thinking, this is just a theory, but Hasbro CEO Brian Goldner probably mentioned to him, or was thinking that, look, Michael, we appreciate what you've done for us, and you know, we understand that you want to leave, and that is totally fine, but let's just change things up a bit, okay? Let's change the character designs. Let's do something totally new, because in the last three movies, Optimus, Starscream, Bumblebee, Ironhide, they all look the same. And I think the audience, the fans, the collectors, the toy buyers, they're tired of buying the same characters. You know, they're tired of buying the same character designs. The molds are all the same, you know, with some like subtle changes in accessories and all that. But really, you know, with the fourth movie, and if we had the same designs, we're not going to sell enough toys. So let's make like the 1986 movie and bring all new products, which means all new designs. And considering that they're changing directors for the 5th movie or the 6th, depending on if they're shooting 4 and 5 back to back, or simultaneously rather, if they bring on a new director, which they are going to do for the next installment, that just means that Brian Goldner is probably saying to Michael Bay, look, Michael, no other director is going to be as awesome as you. But let's just say we bring in the new guy, the little guy, the noob, okay? Can you set it up for him so that you made like the 4th installment of Transformer and all the character designs awesome enough so that even though it carries on to this new noobish director, that the fans won't know the difference in terms of the character designs and the toys? So that's my theory. You know, I'm just putting it out there that this is the reason why we're getting all the new designs and this fresh start is just so that, just like the 1986 movie, they can get rid of the old toys and sell new ones. And you know, that's not much of a far-fetched theory, because you know, all in all, this is a business. Okay, the only reason why Michael Bay's back for a 4th one was because Hasbro CEO Brian Goldner convinced him to. He threw in more money and he said that we have to have you back so we can sell more toys. The Hasbro stock went up as soon as Transformers hit the screen, and same with you know, when George Lucas released Episode 1. The stock for Hasbro just went straight up. So they want to see that consistently happening, and that's why this is happening. So like I said, the new director, in the opinion of Brian Goldner, he doesn't think that the new director, even though it's going to be like a really good director, like a critically acclaimed director who can tell a better story, even though it's going to be that director, it's still not Michael Bay. Michael Bay brings in the big box office bucks, and he's proved that 3 times. They're just looking at sales numbers, okay? That's the thing. The bottom line is we're getting new designs. We're getting all new designs. And really, it's not. I don't think it was Michael Bay's decision. I think it was Brian Goldner's decision, because he has to think of a new strategy, like it's an insurance. It's an insurance plan that if the new guy's coming, let's set it up for him so that his you know, his run with the franchise will be just as successful. So he's planning for the future, and which is a pretty good plan, because I think fans are looking for something new, such as new designs. So anyways, what do you think about all that stuff? I'm just going on and on talking about my theories. So what do you guys think? Do you think that's kind of far-fetched, or do you think I'm bang on with what's going on? Like I said before, this is all a business. Let me know in the comment section below. Once again, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Twitter at Raging Nation, and also like my Facebook page, The Raging Nation. This is a place and channel where I talk about all things Transformers, from the movie, the video game, and the toys, and all kinds of other things having to do with Transformers. So if you like what you see, subscribe to this YouTube channel. Anyways, my name is Alex Yu, and I'll see you next time. Peace. Okay, alright. Well, thanks for participating. Transformers Trivia, you want to play? No?